There's one advice Jazzy gave me when I went to play him the Messenger. He said he would never understand why artists will post and maybe they'll have like 5,000 likes on the post and they will not delete it so that it's not enough. 5,000 likes is basically a show. Imagine it as 5,000 people coming for your show to listen to that song that you posted. So you rather do Echo Hotel and be 5,000 people there to listen to you. But you have a problem with 5,000 people liking it.
Jazzy said that.
Yeah, Jazzy said that to me. He told me how in their days it was more difficult. You know, they had to carry poster, Gary, they'll post, so that they'll come, somebody will post, cover their own, they'll come and cover. You know, selling the Echo Hotel was a big deal to them at the time. Now we're doing Otu. I mean, I post now and I have like...
they were one of the earliest, man. They had the Coco thing in the UK and stuff like that.
Of course. Yeah. I post now, I get like 100,000, 200,000. On TikTok, I get like 1 million, 3 million. I like, yo, that is, if you have 20,000 views, that is O2 Arena.
Of course.
So I started using that mentality. I stopped being skeptical about whatever numbers I have. If I'm not satisfied with the number, I run ads.
Strategy.
Run ads. You know, at least no one can stop that one. There's no gatekeeping for it. There's no gatekeeping for it. Run your ads.
What's good, guys? This is the Link Up on Echooroom, of course. And today's guest, dude, I'm not taking this year. Don't write that everybody is my favorite artist. But this is actually one of my favorite Nigerian artists of all time because of the content, the quality of the records, and also I think that a lot of people can tell that he is one for the books. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one, the only Wizard Chan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I mean, for you to say I'm one of all time, that's
oh no,
crazy.
it is. It's true. It's no lies.
That's the legacy we wish to leave behind, where our music transcends through time. But you did not come with the big masquerade.
Sorry. Is that how we know?
So
okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the big masquerade. Wizard Chan. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool. We joined the two together, but by the way. All right, guys. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you very much.
This is not your first time at Echooroom, is it?
No, it's my second
time.
No,
it's not. But the first time we didn't have a session.
Yeah, we didn't.
Right? And it's worthy. I think time, chance, it just aligns, right? If we had done the first version, it would have been dope.
Yeah.
But
maybe
it's important. No, it would have. It's me. But it's important.
I love that.
It's important that, we had it at this point in time. At least 2 body of works.
Yeah.
Solid stuff. And unfortunately for the world, I have ingested them not because of this, because I genuinely love the craft, And I must say this as we begin. I absolutely love and respect your music. I think you make fantastic stuff, And keep doing that, man.
Thank you very much, man.
Yes, sir. Now talk to me. There's a lot. Let's start from Earth Song Blowing Up. First, how did you find out, right, that Earth Song is blown?
I think Earth Song blew in stages. There are stages of it happening. We dropped the song 24th of December 2022.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, someone had leaked it on TikTok. And I was trending on TikTok with the old beats.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So we had to be fast and, mix the record, do the beats and everything. And we dropped the 24th of December. No budget, nothing. Just, vibes and the grace of God Almighty. And we dropped it there. I remember we dropped it 24th in the morning around 6 a.m. I said my prayers. I told God, listen, I have 6 months to Lagos. I just relocated to Lagos at the time. And I told myself I would do 6 months. If after 6 months, nothing is showing up, then I'll just go abroad and go stay with my brother who's a medical doctor in Germany. And maybe do my master's and do something else with my life because...
Well, what's your first degree?
I'm a marketer by profession.
Ah, interesting.
I started business here in Accra, Ghana, Wisconsin University.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
why I did that. And I'm a marketer. Like, I love that.
You love
I
marketing.
love it. I love it so much. I love
Nice.
anything that has to do it. So yeah, we dropped the song. I had to use my marketing skills, everything I learned in school, the ideas. And when I was done with school, I also did a little bit of like music business study online and stuff. So I've always been operating like a label on myself, my friends, you know. We all studied these things and we started implementing them, everything we had
Your
studied
everyday life.
into our everyday life and the music. And the first day, boom, still moving, like crazy moving, like unbelievably. And I remember I couldn't believe the first week we had gotten into like top. The first maybe 3 days later, I got into top 200, and I remember I shed tears. I cried on the phone. I was talking to a
Couldn't
friend.
believe it.
Couldn't believe it. For me, it was like all these things were like they didn't exist. For me, they were not real. Like these are things that you have to be on some God level. Because
Of course.
I knew how dope I was musically, but I didn't just know how to hack it. So happening was a genuine surprise to me. I'm not even gonna lie. It was very, very surprising. Like, oh, this really worked. I just left home saying I'm giving myself 6 months, and this is
First
3
record?
months. Yeah,
Is that the first record you dropped?
first record I dropped when I came to Lagos, saying that I was coming to do music.
Bro, that's grace, man.
You get, and it's just everything. Like I came here, I was a boat driver. I gave her my car at some point.
You gave out your card, like
Yeah, because like I
give out like you dashed someone.
No. I put it into like this logistics company that carried
Ah, got you.
artists and stuff. I was a Prado.
Yeah.
So I used to make use of it for boat. Well, people started suspecting, oh, why using Prado for a boat and stuff like that. So you understand? And looking at me, my look and everything. Like,
Bro, were you wearing your curries?
I've always been like this.
Bruh.
Yeah, I've always been like this.
No, even me, no go enter.
Because I just feel like it's African enough.
Yes, it is.
So for me, it's more like these are your jewelries right now. This is mine. This Africa.
Bro, that's a rope.
Yeah.
An actual rope.
Yeah, an actual rope.
It follow for the music or
Not the steez, not the
legit rope.
aesthetics. You understand me? Because I'm an African man at the end of the day. So because what
Are we known for tying rope?
no. So the thing is here. No, they say the chains that we put around our necks are more like the chains that they put on our ancestors' neck
Of course.
when they're going there. And for me, I tried to like add meaning to all these things. And my idea was, if Africa was never colonized, what will our aesthetics be like? So, for example, we will have been rocking the cowries
Of course.
proudly.
I believe so.
We will have been rocking these.
What are those?
These are like.
They look like, are those bones?
They're like bones. Because I mean, that's typical African nature, right?
Of course.
We use everything that has to do with like nature to like do whatever I want to do. I have other ones that's like a seashell, and that one I wear it because it represents the fact that I'm from the riverine area. They're like all them sea stuff. So my thought process is, if we did not have their type of civilization, we would be rocking these things as our accessories, and we would love
I don't know about the rope though.
It's that's the thing, someone has to start something to make it look cool. So this
It is cool.
So this came from my friend boy Lona. You know Lona?
The song with Joe Boy?
No, Lona, the artist Lona.
Oh, no, not yet.
Oh, that's for me in our generation. Lona is the best artist
What?
for me personally.
Really?
Lona, Homeless, the album. For me, the best album that dropped last year.
Really?
Homeless? Have you heard? Oh man, I can't breathe. Tell my niggas that I can't eat. You've not heard that song?
No.
You should check Alona now.
I'll check him out.
You
I'll
check
check him out.
Alona, you call me and you tell me we said
I
it.
will check him out.
If there's anyone that has the ability to do what Burna is doing, I personally feel it's Lona. And I'm not hyping it because I just know when someone is genuine, someone that sings from his pain. He's on the Friday's album.
Really?
So I'm surprised you don't know Lona.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's fine, but I mean,
I'll
you
check
can't
him
know
out.
everybody.
I can't lie.
But
How
for him to
many?
be on Friday's album, you understand? On his album, he had Belashmunda, he had me, he had Faith.
Okay.
Homeless. So check
that's
Homeless.
solid. That's solid.
So when I met Lona at first, he broke his arm, and he used to tie bandage on the arm. He had swag. So at the time he used to shake like this with his left hand rather than his right hand. And I told him, yo, Luna, you have to keep this thing. Even when your hand comes good, just keep that bandage.
It's cool.
But he didn't keep it, so I loved it so much. But I didn't want to put bandage on my hand. It's not my thing. So
you went with a rope.
I said, okay, I'll go with the rope. So my stylist was putting this rope on my clothes while we were shooting contents for Time Traveler.
Yes.
And I took out the rope and I tied it on my hand. It looked cool. So I was like, okay.
You're sticking to it.
Yeah,
I like it. I really do. And a lot of your videos or performances and stuff that have it, it's super cool.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
It makes you look good when you hold the mic. Like it makes your hand look like, what's that in his hand? It's very, very cool. Aesthetic.
Okay. Now, talk to me about the time Wizard Chan began music but hadn't come to Lagos.
I would say I wrote my first song when I was in GS2. I remember we lost somebody in school. And imagine your first song you ever write in your life had to be like a tribute music. So I did that, but I started recording in 2011. That's when I started making music. I started my career 2011 in Port Harcourt. I used to go to the studio, try to make music, try everything I could try, but I wasn't in a rush because I sort of like knew that you have to keep trying until you understand your being as a person. There is no rush in wanting to blow because you're always on blow.
A lot of people would say that that's hypocritical. You know, saying it because you've blown. That's why you can say
because
that.
They don't understand what's there in fame. The difference is that now you have money. It is a stressful life. I can't go outside and buy food in peace. I can't wear slippers. I can't just be myself because someone outside might criticize you for being like just wants to be. It's not the sweetest of life to me. Like, people don't see me outside. I'm always indoors and I'm tired of it. Because sometimes you genuinely just want to take a stroll in your hood. Like the way we used to use it back then in university, where all boys would just take a stroll at night. Fine. But now you can't. So what's really there? I feel like people that say these things are people that have not tasted it, and it's understandable.
Of course,
we all were there. We used to think it's fun. Or once you blow up, it's all giant. Bro, it's more difficult dropping a song as a blown artist than dropping as an unknown artist, because unknown artists, nobody care about you. If you drop your parents, your family, your friends, like people that would like it, if they don't like it doesn't really mean that much to you. But now you have people that love your music genuinely, that they've set a standard for you. Now whatever drop you're dropping, you have to cross that standard, not even meet it. You have to cross it, and that's what happens to a lot of artists that make us feel like we've dipped. We've not dipped. It's just the fact that the fan base keep this standard that they don't even expect us to meet. They expect us to go over it.
Of course.
And we don't have control over what you like. Music is very, very relative.
So how do you navigate that?
I mean, I just talk to God and I speak my spirit. My music is real. That's the difference between me and a lot of musicians that we have. My music is real, and I'm not saying it's because I'm feeling proud, because whatever I sing is what is either going through my life, what I'm going through, what someone is going through. Like, it's just real. You get me? So I'm never going to now be that person that is going to make music that is not real. I try not to. You know? So they will not understand. There's nothing fun. I said it in Legacy, my song Legacy, in the first EP, Messenger. I said, it's all pain in this game called fame.
Oh, yeah.
You get me? It's really all pain. Like, because me, I won't lie to you. Apart from the fact that I didn't really favors, because this is Nigeria. You go to the airport, they will tax you. You get anywhere, they will tax you. What are the favors?
Yeah, but
really
they're doing that if you weren't famous, regardless. They're doing that still.
Not as
if
much
you're
as
not
they do it to
famous.
us. Because ours is kind of like embarrassing, bro.
Really?
It's very embarrassing. For me, it's embarrassing because, I mean, let's be honest, there's some days artists don't get money for hand. Yes, it's crazy to say, but there's some days artists don't genuinely get money for hand. Maybe they've taken this show and they have to like go and do the show. They might be traveling on the lowest of lower, but just to go, I mean, a lot of us finance our own music. Even as much as we might have deals, maybe the monies from the deals might not be enough. right? So we have to use our own money to finance. Like I do that. Every single money I make goes back into my music.
Are you signed to a label?
No, I'm not.
You're independent.
I do my own thing. I will just call it that way.
And you're
And I'm doing my own thing. I'm not doing pop music, and I'm doing well. So I'm grateful to God Almighty, because it's not every day we see this happen. I do not have any godfather or anybody that is pushing me. Whatever is being done, whatever you're seeing is between myself, my manager Delight, Bimbo, my lawyer Adoke, my international manager Vincent. You get me? Whatever you see is the marketing, or these are the ideas that we've shared, we've tried. We do it on our own. We have help definitely from people, you get me, but it's not like we have some sort of like machine behind us. And looking at the type of music I make,
I was gonna speak to the type of music you make,
Yeah.
right, and the level of acceptance in the music business. You see, it's not commercial,
yeah, it's not
right? It's not. But at the same time, it is conscious enough to be commercial.
Yeah.
And that's how you have Earth Song being a very huge record, you see, and very organic as well, right? But in such a situation, what kind of music business conversations are you having, with your type of music?
Like, what do you mean? Like, can you elaborate the question?
When I say music business conversations, I'm talking, the distribution deal, licensing deal, publishing, things that.
I mean, when Echooroom broke and I had a conversation with top labels from abroad, from like the US. Trust me, nobody from Nigeria came for me. None to my notice. I spoke with a lot of them. I don't want to call their names, but like think of like the top guys.
You can call them now. Sony Music, Universal.
I know we had like
Sony,
conversations.
Universal,
I had conversations with Columbia.
Columbia Records.
Atlantic, one or two. Like, yeah, they were there. I don't really want to go into calling names, but like, yeah, I'm saying I had those conversations, and I did not want to sign at the time. I was a bit skeptical. No, I just knew that it wasn't the right time to sign. I think for me, decision making is something that I'm good at. Mostly when it comes to career, looking at the fact that what I studied helps me understand that I am a business. I have to know when to accept and when not to accept.
Of course.
I knew it was a long, lonely road to do it by myself, but I couldn't go and sign into a label with one song.
Of course.
They don't know me. Because even some of them were having the conversations, they were thinking about how they were going to change my sound. So one of the labels said to me that Ed song is good, but it needs some rearrangement. Ed song did not really need a rearrangement. You do not just understand it. You're not an Ijaw man. You're not an Ijaw woman. You're not a Niger Delta person. How would you understand Omambara Bipaka? You're not. This was something that was not new, but was new to the system.
But it connected enough for him to hear it.
Yeah, so people were talking about changing stuff, and that's when I knew that okay, this is not time for you to become a label. It's time for you and your people to go back, use 1 or 2 years, and show them what Wizard Chan is about. Show them what this Niger Delta sound feels like in the ear. Show them how spiritual you are. Show them how spiritual the music is. Show them that you understand branding and you understand this business on your own. Then let them come back and let us have these conversations again. And now let's have it on a proper table where you now understand that I do not need you to change, but I need you to amplify. Because a lot of labels do not understand that, to be honest. Like, why are you trying to make me do Afro? I mean, I can do it. You get me? I can do any sound. That's why the name is Wizard. The name Wizard is because it means that there is no limitation to music. I was playing a song that you said I shouldn't play again off my album. That is a burial song.
Yes.
It's a song for the dead.
I didn't want that because let it not evoke a certain emotion before our conversation.
Yeah. But like that tells you like I can do anything when it comes to me. Whatever sound EDM bring it, I will do it. I just need to be interested. And that's why my name is actually Wizard. You get me? So, but you can't come on you don't understand why someone is making. I make music for a whole different reason. You understand? I sing the way I sing for a whole different reason.
Why? Because
it's more like a pact I have with God. I nearly lost my life in 2020, and long story short, I don't like to talk about it because it's a very traumatic experience. We're going to the hospital and I felt like going to the hands of these organ harvesters, people that drugged me, messed up my
were you arrested? Were you kidnapped?
No, I was sick and I went to the hospital during the COVID era, and I was in Sokoto when I was doing my service. And long story short, it was just people trying to drug me, pumping drugs
in the hospital.
Yeah, and when my guys came, there was nobody in the hospital apart from those two people.
And they were trying to harvest your organs.
Yeah, trying to like turn me off, like they were injecting me with things. But lucky enough, I was able to stay awake till my guys came. But I think kind of like gave me this panic attack and blah blah. It's long, I don't like to talk about it, but like long story short, that happened. It made me sick for a while, and at some point, I just had this pact with God. If He made me feel better, I was going to be making music that made more sense, music that was going to impact people, because I understood that that's what I really enjoyed to do, and here we are. So
but you made a record with OdumoduBlvck, right? You have a recent record with OdumoduBlvck, which is a fantastic record. Won't you say that's a bit of deviation from your...
That record is 4 years old. Didn't record anything. Didn't touch anything.
That's how long you guys have been friends, or?
No. So I made Flacco and Earth Song the same day.
Which was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years plus. I'm just saying 4 years ago.
Minimum.
Yeah, I made Flacco and Earth Song the same day. I was recording.
So why are you releasing it now?
Because that's why my music is so good. On the first album, Mr. Sailorman. Oh, Mr. Sailorman, pray to Jah to guide your hand. 2016.
Bro.
And that's what I'm talking about. My music transcends through time, and that's
so
why.
Which one you can't record recent now? Say one.
Recent Johnny was recorded at.
Johnny, yeah.
Wana was recorded at the time.
That's my jam.
Yeah, Big Masquerade was months before then.
Those are my jams.
Yeah,
those are my jams.
But that's what my music. See, that's why I made the album Time Traveler.
Was Odumodu on it?
No.
At the time?
No.
So Odumodu jumped on. Did you send a set of songs?
So at first I tried to get it to Shatawale.
Interesting.
But I couldn't get his verse. Then my lawyer.
Why?
I don't know. No normal. See, artists are busy.
Did you get across to him?
Yeah, we spoke on the phone.
And?
Through Bankuli.
Shout out Bankuli.
Yeah, we spoke on the phone and I sent to Bankuli. I don't know, but I didn't get the verse. But me, I don't take those things to heart because I understand. As much people are trying to get verse from me, I'm trying to get verse from somebody. I saw the game. Everybody they pursue verse.
Yes.
No hard feeling. It's a dog world.
Of course.
You get me? But actually, I always wanted OdumoduBlvck ever since I knew OdumoduBlvck on it. But I did not know him at the time. And I am a very reserved person. I try to, mostly with people that I would say are my senior in the business, people that blew up before me, that's what I mean by senior. I try not to approach too much. I try to make sure that, if we're in the settings, they recognize that they know me, then I can go and heal, then we can start talking, build a relationship from there and all that. But lucky enough, my lawyer, ADK, Adoke, works with Odumodu too, so... And first day I played in Flacco. I played in a couple of records. He had this song Flacco and a song called Asawana. He loves them so much. And it was like, he called Odi. It was in my house and he called Odi in my studio. Like, yo, Odi, get one song where he sings that get Flacco. I want you to jump on it. That was, what? This was 2023. And at the time, Odi said the song. We sang the song. We didn't have the verse. He was just there, but at the same me, I didn't chase. I was just like, okay, I believe God's time is the best, and I know Him is also a Jesus boy. So it's something that we don't force because we understand that as artists we walk full our head. If it's not paper clearance, it's deal discussion, it's a show, it's a studio section, it's so much family problems. Maybe if you have a relationship problems, it's always so much packed. So one day after we went to America for Headies. We linked up in the studio, we made some songs, came back, the songs were not going to come out and stuff like that. Then...
they were not going to come out? Like,
he dropped projects, but like, it didn't come out now, so it wasn't part of like the Ezeku project.
Oh, okay, Ezeku. That's my album.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Then one day he was coming to Lagos and ADK told me that let's go and meet him in a hotel. Then we went there, an apartment rather. We got there. So we were not still the tightest bodies back then, you know, just normal colleagues, industry pattern now. Then we got there and he played the record and he started feeling it like okay. Then he started singing for Remain Small, recorded the verse. And he recorded the verse, I can't remember, but more than a year ago. So we've had that song, Do It Is, for like a year. Wow. So he's always sent a message through ADK to me because we didn't talk much directly, telling me that I should not drop that song on a project. I should drop it as a single. So initially it was supposed to drop last year. But last year I needed to drop 2 EPs. So since he had already said I shouldn't drop it in a project, I couldn't drop in a Time Traveler project, which was good because the Time Traveler project was a project for local sounds.
Yes.
So I shooted it to this year. And now it's my first release of the year. Doing madness, doing very well.
Doing very well, yeah. Actually.
And if you listen to the lyrics of Papa Flacco, should I tell you what the lyrics says?
Tell me, please.
It said, the swag is fire. No man dares to touch my burning fire. Sound where they filled with pain. Then go yara. I be make I feed your ears with my burning fire. That should I feed your ears with the pain I have? Where are you? My pain or yawa. The reason life get purpose and I say man fit by.
Yes.
So me and my friends will waste no time. So listen to the lyrics as you listen to the rhyme, but not let the message come to pass you by. Use your number 6 when you tackle bad mind. Then not let no man come and fuck with your vibe, because this life we only got one life. So basically, still advice. This is still me talking about how to guide your energy. You know, in football, number 6 is the defensive midfielder.
Yes.
So
CDM,
yeah. So I say use your number 6 when you tackle bad mind.
5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, it's still me talking about guiding your energy. At the end, even if it was an old record, but we're still talking about guiding your energy. And he came and spoke about when we met in Okochiri, when he said, for Okochiri, Weezy, they give me that Okochiri is somewhere in my village. I'm from Okrika.
Is that how you guys met?
No, we've met before then, but like he had a show in Okochiri, Beach Carnival, and
okay.
we had the 2 artists together with Ian Hamster. Right there, so we were gisting and I was telling them about my village, the king, and everything. You know, so basically, well, it's good. It's good vibes. But that's why I said, as they listen to the lyrics and the rhyme, no, let this message pass you by. It means that this song must sound like a vibe, but we are passing the message.
So let me say this. First things first. Why did you drop? Unless I'm mistaken, why did you drop 2 projects in 1 year?
It was a business decision.
How so? Was it a label agreement that you wanted to get out of, or
no? So
I love both projects. Let's not mistake the question. But why did you drop 2 projects?
So honestly,
in 1 year?
My deal, I didn't want to let the deal I had cross into this year because I want to come into this year with a whole different mentality, which is the mentality I'm on now. The whole Afro militant thing, where I'm a bit more vibrant. Because I want to also drop an album, and the album will be a fast switch from everything I've done. Remember why I said my name is Wizard? The ability to do anything with music. And my album is going to be more of a gospel album. So I need momentum, which is I have to drop this my heavy record first to make sure that I am on the commercial
It's a strategic move then.
Yeah. I'm on the commercial space.
Not you trying to get off of a record deal.
Yeah, it's more. No, there's no. I don't have a record deal. I have a distro deal.
A distro deal. Okay.
Yeah. So, if I had not done the second album,
with who? Empire or
AWOL?
AWOL. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If I didn't do it with them, I would have been doing it now, which would have delayed the process of what I want to do.
Okay.
And that will now lead me to now pushing.
So, are you done with AWOL now?
I'm not done with them. So I have my last. I'm doing my final commitment with them right now. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're family. I love them. They're family. They've been good to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going to speak about talk to me about artists getting out of deals with certain organizations and things like that. It used to happen a couple years ago. It was very rampant. Now it's getting worse. Artists spend less than earlier. It used to be like 5 years, and then the artist there's issues, right? Or there are issues, and then 3 years, and then now it's barely over a year, and a lot of the guys in the game are quarreling with whoever they're working with, be it management company. Fido has an issue. Charlie Poppy and what's his name? Sheyi Vibes have issues and things like that. Talk to why. What's good from the creative standpoint? Why does this happen?
This is a case of I don't agree.
As how?
That's how would I put it? Number one, some of them is lack of understanding and education of
Who, the artist or the labels?
artist. The artist. Some of us is lack of understanding and education of what music business entails.
Okay.
Some of us do not understand it enough. I'm saying this because I am privileged to I can call myself an executive if I want, because I can have these discussions properly with you because I went through I've been going through this ranks. I'm doing my paperwork together with my management and everything. I am seeing everything. I understand basically everything, but I don't just represent myself.
Of course.
And I understand how these things work. For example, I know Fido has an issue with, or had an issue with Cider Africa or so, or I don't know.
He called them marketers.
Yeah, Cider. They are my guys. The owner of Cider is my friend.
Interesting.
Yeah. The marketer,
He don't swear for all of them.
He don't swear for all of them. You understand? Marketer Bimbo, he's my guy. He knows. Fido knows. There's my guy. Bimbo is here with us. He's the one that was driving me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. They're my guys. And I don't want to be in the middle of their issues.
No, but objectively speak to the situation.
I don't know what exactly the issue is because I don't.
Neither do we. Till today, we don't know. But
Yeah.
we shall see that he's swearing for them.
Yeah, because
And as far as we know, that's the reason. They're the reason, or their marketing efforts, as he called them marketers. I don't know if it was a management agreement or whatnot, but he called them marketers. So their marketing efforts made us know who Fido is.
yeah, so that's the thing because we don't know exactly what type of deal they have. So who are we to actually judge? Because if it comes out and say, okay, this my deal is a management deal, this my deal is just like a marketing deal or as a label, then you would understand, who is meant to be held, blah, blah, blah. But I always say something there. There's no such thing as a bad deal. A bad deal does not exist. Now your mind is there. Even if I come and meet you and I say, my brother, I will take 90%, you take 10%. It's not a bad deal. Do you know why?
How so?
You read them. You
And
sign
you were
them.
agreed. And you thought that was best for you at the time.
That's what you thought was best for you at the time. Trust me, I've been in deals where I don't like it after I sign. Because now I'm bigger and I feel like I deserve more. But what do you deserve and reality are two different things. And I feel like we as artists, we should understand it from that point. Waiting what we deserve, what we feel we deserve. See, I seriously think I'm the best songwriter in Nigeria. But it doesn't mean that it should translate to everybody. Now my feeling, not be the reality.
Working's different.
Yeah. I feel so, but my numbers is not matching a lot of my colleagues' numbers. A lot of my colleagues have more numbers than me on Spotify.
True.
So my feeling doesn't matter.
It's the workings.
It's the working, and that's what Odi always say, show working. I understand people feel like Odi is a troublemaker and all that, which he is. He's my guy. Odi is a troublemaker. But
He
try
don't
to
follow you, drag trouble.
no, you see, with Odi, we be cruise. If you understand Odi, you will take everything he's saying as cruise. Odi can come on the internet and insult you, you're his guy. But he's not insulting you. He's marketing you.
True. But there will be reasons behind what he would say.
Bro,
Do you see?
Bro, the thing is that you don't always have to read meaning to everything. You know.
He said, you know of the J1 and OdumoduBlvck situation, and then he went on an interview and then he said, "Oh, J1 is my guy."
That's what I'm saying. Odi is just that. Odi was insulting Fat Boy on Twitter day before yesterday also. So he called it. Fat Boy was in a picture where he was smoking and he said, "You spoke too much for an upcoming artist." And the whole internet was crashing. Some people are fighting. What would you say? His friend. They go, they pal, they laugh, they together. Are you gonna kick? Nigga.
Yeah, but don't you think that's bad for the business?
No, it's not, because listen, every publicity is good publicity. It's how you turn it to your own self.
But now, okay, let's deviate a bit. You have been compared to quite a number of people. Do you see? Not being. You've been compared to quite a number of people. You all don't make the same type of music, but the comparisons will always come.
Yeah.
Right? Saying this to say, how do you handle that as a person and also as an artist, knowing that it affects your brand?
See, let's be honest. A lot of things are marketing. A lot of comparisons are marketing. So I respect it because I'm a marketer. You understand me? So sometimes when I see some comparisons, what I take it as is, this is not coming from
the artist himself.
No, this is not coming from the execs of this industry, probably. It's probably coming from the artist marketing team, trying to place their artists among other artists that they value.
I see.
To give the artist edge. Let me see, for
what
example.
What if it's just the fans comparing?
What if it's what?
Just the fans comparing.
It always starts from a marketing point.
No, it doesn't always. It actually doesn't always.
Almost every single thing you see on the internet is PR.
I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm probably, allegedly, part of what you're saying, by way of marketing strategies. But sometimes it's genuinely the fans.
Yeah, but honestly, so the thing is that if you're going by that way, me personally, I think music, I've said it before, it's a very relative thing, right? Because you love my music so much doesn't mean that the next man should love my music.
Which is absolutely
Which
understood.
is fine. You get me? I am even grateful that I have the numbers that I have. I Wanna Hedge is the first year that I came out with the first song I dropped. In total, I have 3 awards in my house.
I was gonna go to that. Since we're here, let's just write on that, right?
Yeah.
Nominated for 3 categories.
2.
2.
The first one or this one?
This one.
Oh, 3 years.
Songwriter of the Year, Best Live Performer, and also Best Soundtrack of the Year.
Yeah.
Right? Other than Best Soundtrack of the Year, I'm not one to be lying about things.
Yeah.
Other than Best Songwriter of the Best Soundtrack of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, and also Best Live Performer, I genuinely, from an analytical perspective, I think that you deserve to be on those.
I do. I think that I deserve them.
Some people don't think that you deserve that. What's your feeling about that?
I mean, it's their opinion. They don't know me. You understand? And it's not their fault. Maybe I need to do more marketing for them to know who they're talking about. So they'll put some respect on the name. Because we all know English, we all know literature, we all know pidgin, we all understand music, right? If you drop my music, you cannot tell me it's one of the most best written songs. They nominated Stages of Life. Oh. Have you listened to Stages of Life?
Yes.
Explaining life from birth to death in 2 verses.
Of course.
That is a goated move. How many of our artists have done that? I did not vibe. I explained, get born, breathe air, let lungs feel stretched, let mom feel blessed. And Pops in joy he dwells. Down to as I lay me down, you get to your 60s, as I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. But if I die before I wake up, Lord, I pray the Lord my soul. See, that song, so when people think I don't deserve it, I don't bother because they don't know me. They've not listened. I've had people that did not like my music because of my persona, because of my branding. But later on, they love it and come and say,
Do you feel like you deserve those awards? All of them.
I deserve Best Songwriter. There's anybody there that should take it from me should be Lona.
And he was not nominated, was he?
There.
He was nominated?
Check it.
Okay.
Can't breathe.
Okay.
That song, oh man, I can't breathe. Tell my nigga said I can't
breathe. You like
breathe.
that song?
Lona is the dopest among all of us. I'm not saying that.
Including them Davido, Burna Boy.
Lona is the dopest.
Wizkid.
No, see, we is there. They've done it. You understand? We can't be putting ourselves.
So you're talking about this generation, then?
Talking about this generation, bro. Like, no, I don't know how to explain it. It's not hype. I'm not hyping myself.
Okay.
You need to sit down and listen. See, when you listen to Lona, it's like you're listening to the cry. that is inside.
So
you.
if you don't get it, they should better give it
It's
to
good to know
Lona.
now. If
So
not,
nobody else on that list deserves it.
nobody. No, I'm not saying they don't deserve it.
Over you and
Over me, I don't
your
think
best
so.
friend.
It's not my. You see, no. It's just looking at the structures of how the song is. I mean, we have King Madi, who is a very wonderful writer. But do I think it's stronger? I personally don't think so. Madi is my guy, and I feel like she's one of the best songwriters we have in this our. But Can't Breathe and Stages of Life is on another level.
It's above her.
It's not above her. It's just the song.
Okay.
Because if they had brought a song like my song, like let me say the song Lona, the song with Jobo, I would not even put it in the conversation. If they had nominated Lona as best songwriter of the year, I'd be like, I beg, King Madi or Lona should take it. But I'm looking at Stages of Life. When I wrote that song, I knew that I call it my masterpiece. I can read Stages of Life to you like a poem.
And he go
Like mad. These are the stages of life. These are the stages you climb to go to this life. See, no. See, if this one, if they want to call it pride, let them call it
How
pride.
about performance though?
Live performance. So the thing is, I don't know what are the criteria they're using to judge it.
But
That is one. But I feel like if they give it to me, I would be shocked. But I know that I also deserve it because of the effort I put into that particular show. Among everyone there, I'm sure I'm the lowest artist in terms of ranking. I mean, we have Burner, we have Rema there, we have Omali, we have Femi Kuti, we have Flavor, and there is one with Zachan.
It's heavy.
You understand? There is one with Zachan. That's people I will be this one for a year. You understand? So it's understandable. So if they're not doing it based on...
But that songwriter now you get them.
No, that songwriter, let me get them. Even Lona, no. Lona is my guy, but you know. But don't let give me, I give Lona, no fight, go boss out. Oh, don't go give me, hey.
Wait, I want to also ask you about the first track on your most recent body of work. I keep forgetting the title.
Big Masquerade.
Big
Masquerade.
Right. Now, this particular record, a lot of people would say is it come funny say the most recent song now with OdumoduBlvck. They say it's Afro Cultism.
Yeah, cultism.
Which is hilarious. I like that. I like Twitter, or rather X. I like X.
Yeah.
You know. A lot of people liking the record with that. And now we're having an interview and you've got your red beret on.
Yes.
You see. So is there a significance to this?
There is no significance. People are too dramatic. Listen.
Explain the red beret.
It has nothing to explain.
Beret. Sorry, they say it's beret. Yeah.
Beret, whatever it is, it has no meaning. It's just basically, I was like, okay, I had an emergency call. You have to come to Echooroom. I wasn't prepared. I was like, okay, what am I going to put on? I don't even wear color normally. I only wear
emergency call.
You know, like when I'm in emergency call, like it's not something that I use like a month to plan because normally I make every single outfit I wear. I don't buy clothes. Yeah. So my stylist is in Port Harcourt, so it would make an outfit for every single event. You get me? So if I would need a minimum of at least a week, but you know, we plan this under like maybe a day or two.
Timings had to align.
Yeah, you know, OD needs to be here. He's traveling now,
of course,
and everything. So I had to make it was I just opened the wardrobe. I mean, my wardrobe, everything is black normally.
Why?
Branding choice.
Black and red.
No, this is the first time I'm wearing color.
Interesting. But how about the song then?
Which one?
The
Big Masquerade.
Big Masquerade.
See, I will say it here and now, and I need this part to trend by all means possible. Jiration music, this is the camera here.
That's yours, yes.
Okay. Jiration has nothing to do with cultism. I'm a Port Harcourt boy and I'm saying it with my full chest. It's like telling me that I can't sing Fuji music outside. Or telling me I can't sing Juju music. This is disrespect a lot of you are putting on my culture where I'm from. This is music that people sing to elevate their spirits. A lot of you listen to Jiration songs. For example, if you know this song, some breasts are progress, some breasts are progress. That's a gyration music. Those boys are from my village. Wana my Gubati, the original that I sampled. They're the same boys that sang that some breasts are progress. They're called Ogoloma Boys of Okrika. We have Ogoloma Boys. We have Revolutionary Stars, the ones that I love right now. We have a lot of them from the Equatorial. Every gyration is a cultural sound. It's a genre. Now, this stereotype is taking food away from people's mouth, and I'm begging you people, it is not funny as people think it is. Some people take it as cruel, some people take it serious. But whatever it is, when they come out food from people's mouth, imagine a Nigeria or Africa or a world where they can be given award for Headies best gyration music. It can't be.
You think because of the relation to cultism, they're not doing that? Is that what you think?
Yeah, yes. Because even when I dropped Big Masky, some radios were skeptical to play it. To be honest, the song did not go where it was going to go because even some people were skeptical to promote it. And I understand it though, but I had to go the stubborn route.
I played on my radio show, by the way.
Huh?
I played on my radio show, by the way.
Thank you. You get me? Because it has nothing. Genuinely. Big Masquerade is me bigging up myself. They call me Big Masquerade.
Interesting.
You get me? When you come to Port Harcourt, bro, I was playing your show.
Yes.
I did a GMA award. We had people like Hilda Dokubo, legendary Hilda. Sam Dede was there. These are legends in the Nollywood industry. Elderly people were there. Sir Ayo Animation was there. I played Big Masquerade and the whole Port Harcourt was going wild in that place.
Of course.
They were dancing, they brought out the hanky, kerchief, and it is our thing. I know that you do not understand it. I know that you think it's cultism because of the stereotype.
Who, me or
No, you.
people?
I'm talking to the
Okay,
people.
thanks.
I understand it, but it is disrespectful. And above all, it is taking food away from people's mouth. Because this music is what some of us used to feed our families.
Of course.
And because they've stereotyped it so much, people cannot even put this genre of music online and sell it in peace. Go and look at my TikTok or the post I did. Almost all the comments, this is not cultism, so hey, not cultism. Hey. I was just laughing because do I run away from being a Niger Delta man because of you?
Absolutely not.
I can't. I can never be another tribe. I will forever be Niger Delta. Even if I go and learn another language, even if I leave Nigeria, forever and ever, I'll be Nigerian. Forever and ever, I'll be Niger Delta. I'll always be Ijo, I'll always be Okrika. Do you understand? And I learned to understand that I have to be proud of where I am from. I not get choice. So, my dear people, please, they have people that are using this music to feed their families. And it's me being genuine with you guys. And if I ever win the Headies Award this year, I am going to say the same thing on.
Please remember to.
I would say, no, it's on my agenda. It's on my agenda. It's not about me. And it's not even about just the Niger Delta or the Ijo people. Whatever tribe that is a minority, or they call the minority, or whatever it is, do your best to keep educating people about yourself. Like the way I am doing my music before our culture dies. Our culture is already dying. And as much as we love to be yoppie and everything, we want to make sure that the things that make us who we are is always there. Say it. Sing your music. Do you know that people can stereotype someone for tying this Taliban and playing music and carrying maybe like a cattle stick?
Yes. Because
they would think it's headsmen or they would think it's Boko Haram. It happened. It's understandable, but it's not as funny as people think it is. That's what I'm trying to say. These are people's culture, way of life, people's means of. Do you know whether Jiration will carry that and make us carry another Grammy? It's possible. You can never tell.
Someone told me you would get a Grammy, by the way.
Amen. I will. By the grace of God, it's not in my power, but I know that I am on that trajectory.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Before we get to round things up, where are you from?
I'm from River State,
Port
Harcourt. I'm a Niger Delta man.
How do you feel about the recent suspension of the governor?
Bah.
And then the state of emergency declaration. And then the suspension of the State House.
If I tell you that I understand it, I'm lying.
But you know of it.
No, I know of it. I'm saying if I understand it, I'm lying. I think this is the first time I'm hearing that they're suspending a governor, honestly. I don't know what the law entails about it. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's something that can be or cannot be. But for me, the most important thing now is, when I heard the news at first, I was supposed to go shoot the video for Flacco with Odumodu in Port Harcourt, but now we can't go anymore because this state of emergency is there, the army is everywhere, and this video is meant to be a very crazy video where a lot of boys are meant to come out. We don't want issues, right? This whole thing is just going to take away food from people like us that have a lot of our shows back home. Do you get me? So I'm more concerned about that than any other thing. This is political war. There's always two sides to the coin. You get me? But for me, I don't understand. The governor is an Ijaw man, and I feel like it's just sad to see this happening to him because I'm an Ijaw man, and this is the first time in my life I had to experience an Ijaw man being a governor, and they never does give him breathing space. It's sad, but at the same time, I'm not fully equipped to say I understand what is going on fully. Because one, I'm not in the state. Two, I'm not following up as much as possible. I'm just also on the media seeing these things happen. But the state of emergency is not fun. Port Harcourt is peaceful. But
It is?
So peaceful.
People, a lot of people don't think so. A lot of people think it's
But
very...
I won't lie to you. Port Harcourt,
very live.
Port Harcourt feels safer than Lagos right now.
For real?
I'm not joking. Ask any artist that goes to Port Harcourt a lot, they will tell you. It's not wild. Now, Port Harcourt, there's hardly hold up. There's hardly congested areas. Everywhere you want to go is sharp, you're there. People live in Port Harcourt now. Sabinos lives in Port Harcourt now. He doesn't live in Lagos now. Other people live in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is very peaceful. That's why I don't understand the state of emergency. But, I mean, like I said,
it's a presidential declaration, bro.
Power pass power.
All right. Now, before you go, this is important to me. Your guy Odumodu once gave advice on what fast rising or budding artists should do. I want you, because both of you are talented, but you're from different climes in reference to the sound. What would be your advice for budding artists?
I would say times have changed. That's the first thing I need to understand. A blueprint does not exist. It doesn't really exist. At the end of the day, you have to create your own if you want to stay for a very long time. You can get someone's own to learn, but for you to sustain, you have to build your own person. Consistency is the only jazz that you're looking for. Consistency over finance. Consistency over talent. Consistency over team. Consistency over everything apart from God. Because it's that waking up to try again that gives you an opportunity. Because with all the talent, but we have a lot of people that are signed to people that know everybody in the industry, but they're not out there. So you understand?
Why?
Yeah, there's a why, and we might never understand the why, but it could be not enough it could be not enough consistency, enough challenging yourself, not enough trying to find your own sound, not enough trying to wear your own black and black, not enough mind for you to call yourself Masquerade, Native Doctor, Wizard Chan. Make it weird. If you cannot make noise on the media, let your branding make the noise for you. You understand? Either way, you have to have people talking. You have to. You can't be scared of making people talk.
So there's consistency, and what's the second one?
Consistency, your branding is very important. Find a branding that is unique to you. There can never be another Wiz. There can never be another David. There can never be another Burner. There cannot be any other person. If you try it, you feel like a rival. So your branding, get a team that genuinely loves your music.
This is the vision.
Yeah. They have to genuinely love the music first of all. Get them. Pray to God. Whatever God you serve, pray to Him. My own opinion is one God that will answer the prayer. As far as it's a genuine prayer. Start from there and keep going. Keep going. There's one advice Jazzy gave me when I went to play in the Messenger. He said he would never understand why artists will post and maybe they'll have like 5,000 likes on the post and they will not delete it so that it's not enough. 5,000 likes is basically a show. Imagine it as 5,000 people coming for your show to listen to that song that you posted. So you rather do Echo Hotel and be 5,000 people there to listen to you. But you have a problem with 5,000 people liking it. So
Jazzy said that.
Yeah, Jazzy said that to me. He told me how in their days it was more difficult. They had to carry poster, Gary, they'll post, so that they'll come, somebody will post, cover their own, they'll come and cover. Selling the Echo Hotel was a big deal to them at the time. Now we're doing O2. I post now and I have like...
they were one of the earliest, man. They had the Coco thing in the UK and stuff like that.
Of course. Yeah. I post now, I get like 100,000, 200,000. On TikTok, I get like 1 million, 3 million. I was like, that is, if you have 20,000 views, that is O2 Arena.
Of course.
So I started using that mentality. I stopped being skeptical about whatever numbers I have. If I'm not satisfied with the number, I run ads.
Strategy.
Run ads. At least no one can stop that one. There's no gatekeeping for it. There's no gatekeeping for it. Run your ads. Strategically, look at your music. What are the target audience? I was strategic about my target audience. I said, go back, bring the Niger Delta to back you up. Let them be your backbone. No matter how far you fall,
it's working.
Hold you.
It's working.
Then you go back and try to convince the rest of the people to love your music, and it's working. I have good fan base in Lagos, Abuja, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Delta, Enugu, Anambra, Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, name it.
And it keeps going.
Ghana. So,
all right, with the Chan, it was a great conversation. I think that we need to have another one pretty soon.
Of course.
Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate your presence.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you need to look out for the live performance session. We have a guest at the performance that you would definitely love. Thanks for doing part of the show. Till we meet again. I'm just messing. All right, man. We
Chan
out,
for
baby.
life. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It was a Chan over here, aka The Big Masquerade, and this is Link Up on Echooroom. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Bless up, Chan for life.